Start. Hello nocturnals. So how are you all? I hope you all are doing well, and I hope for the best for your family, friends and colleagues too. So today's session is going to start from the part where we left in previous class, and today is part 2 of this session, that is international affairs. So without wasting any more time, as our exams are around the corner, so let's start. The international affairs of drishti, that is from September 2023 till September 2024. In this session we will cover all the international affairs, important international affairs which has happened till this period. So let's begin. So as all of you are aware that what will be our approach for this session, I will first explain some news, some important news, and you all have to just listen to it, and whenever I say or whenever I tell you to copy, you have to do it at that time only, okay? Because our motive is clear, that after you completed this class you should gain something, okay? आपको कुछ यहाँ से पॉजिटिव चीज़ें मिल के जानी चाहिए, जिससे आपको भी लगे कि हाँ कुछ क्वालिटी चीज़ यहाँ से मिल के गई है हमें. सो आपको नोट डाउन तभी करना है, पूरा मौका दिया जाएगा नोट डाउन करने का. आपको नोट डाउन तभी करना है जब आपसे बताया जाए. आप केवल इस चीज़ को समझिए, सुनिए, सुनने की कोशिश कीजिए, और इसको कोशिश ये कीजिएगा कि यहीं पर याद भी हो जाए. वो मैं अपनी तरफ से पूरी कोशिश करूँगा कि आफ्टर we will discuss the points, you will learn it at that time only, okay? So let's start. Our first point is India and UAE sign landmark civil nuclear energy agreement. What is India and UAE signs landmark civil nuclear agreement. Is it clear? The board is clear to all of you? Anybody there? If the board is visible, please comment or let me know in the comment section, please. Should we move? Okay. Am I audible to you all? Okay. So when it happened? In September 2024. Okay, so let's see some news about it also. This is the page of the Hindu, and it says India UAE signs civil nuclear energy agreement. Where it happened? In India only, to New Delhi. Okay, in New Delhi. So the important things we have to gain from here is किसने किसने साइन किया. शेख खालिद बिन मोहम्मद बिन जायद अल नहयान, शेख खालिद बिन मोहम्मद, signatory. The signatories are Sheikh Khalid bin Mohammed bin Al Nahyan, Zayed Al Nahyan bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Okay. And Prime Minister Modi. Where it happened? In New Delhi only. And who is he? He is the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi. Everything clear? Okay. What were the intakes of this agreement? If we talk about the intakes of this agreement, let's see from here. It's trilateral cooperation. I am reciting it for you. Monday's MOU is the result of nuclear cooperation related discussion between India and the UAE spanning a few years. On September 19, 2022, foreign ministers of France, India and the United Arab Emirates met in New York on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly and launched a trilateral cooperation format. This meeting was followed by a phone call among the three ministers on February 4th, 2023. The Ministry of External Affairs had said following the three-party phone call that all three sides had agreed that the trilateral initiative will serve as a forum to promote the design and execution of cooperation projects in the fields of energy with a focus on solar and nuclear energy. This should be the intake from the article of the Hindu. What is it saying? The agreement will serve as a forum to promote the design and execution of cooperation projects in the fields of energy with a focus on solar and nuclear energy. So the focus should be on renewable energies like solar and nuclear energy. And the second intake is LNG supply. What is LNG supply? It is between Abu Dhabi National Oil Company and Indian Oil Corporation Limited, IOCL. The LNG supply Abu Dhabi National Oil Company plus Indian Oil Company Limited. This will be the cooperation for the LNG supply between India and UAE. Okay, is it clear? The next thing is Abu Dhabi National Oil Company and Indian Strategic Petroleum Reserve Limited, ISPRL, was also one of the outcomes during the visit of the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi. Urja Bharat and ADNOC, Urja Bharat, that is Urja Bharat and ADNOC signed a production concession agreement for Abu Dhabi offshore block 1. Okay, this is not as much important. Yeah, I2U2. What is I2U2? It is a multinational cooperation between India, Israel, UAE and USA. That is I2U2. Please make a note for it. In I2U2 cooperation, there are 4 countries including India, Israel, UAE and USA. Okay. The LNG supply MOU was signed between ADNOC, ADNOC plus IOCL, Indian Oil Company Limited, Abu Dhabi National Oil Company and Indian Oil Company Limited. Okay, noted. Should we move forward? Okay. What should be the next intake from this article? Yeah, food parks. MOU of food parks in Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh were envisaged. Okay, so we should take it from here. MOUs for food parks, where these are developed in Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. Is it visible to you all? Food parks where? Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. Okay, clear? So that's it for our first point, and let's revise it quickly. The topic was India and UAE, India and UAE signs landmark civil nuclear agreement. Okay, the commitment for this treaty was peaceful use of nuclear energy. Peaceful use of nuclear energy. Peaceful use of nuclear energy. When it happened? In September 2024. Who were the signatories? Sheikh Khalid bin Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Who was he? Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi. And the Indian signatory was PM Modi. Where it happened? In New Delhi. Where? In New Delhi. What were the intakes of this agreement? LNG supply. Okay. Liquid natural gas supply. This MOU was signed between Abu Dhabi National Oil Company, that is ADNOC, and Indian Oil Company Limited. Is it clear? Other intakes were, who were the 2 other participatories? Second one was Israel, that is I2 from 2, and other one was USA, that is U2 for 2. India, Israel, UAE and USA. India and UAE were direct signatories and Israel and USA were the observators. They were observing. Other intake was MOUs for food parks, where Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. The government of Gujarat and government of Madhya Pradesh signed an MOU for food parks development. Done? I hope you all have noted it. If not, then I am leaving it here. Please note it down as it is. These are the type of Crips note which you have to maintain all along the year, and it will surely help in last time revision. For last time revision strategies, this will help you a lot if you have made this type of crisp notes of current affairs. As we all know, the part of current affairs play a very important role in clearing or failing by some marks, or only the prelims or the mains. Okay, noted. Should we move forward? Okay. So the next topic is, next point we will discuss, that is Israel's Tower Semiconductor and Adani's chip project in India. Israel's Tower Semiconductor and Adani chip project in India. Adani's chip project in India. If you can guess, what is it? Anyone? Any guesses? What are these? Okay, let me tell you. There is an Israeli company that is Tower Semiconductor. Tower Semiconductor and Indian company. Any guesses? Which company? Adani Group. It was very much clear from the topic itself. The MOU was signed between these two companies. What was the MOU related to? It was related to semiconductor chip production in where? India. Clear? Is it clear? Visible now? Okay. So let's have some look what the print media has said about this. This article is from the print, leading news media or print media from the business perspective. That says Israel's Tower Semiconductor and Adani plan 10 billion chip project in India. Okay, so from the heading itself we got a point. How much investment for this project is 10 billion USD. Okay, 10 billion USD, 10 billion US dollar. Okay, so who will invest, where the project should lead, we will get to know from this. Oh, it says Israel's Tower Semiconductor and Adani Group. Remember, Tower Semiconductor is the name of the company, and the company is from Israel only. Tower Semiconductor, the Israel's company name is Tower Semiconductor, and Indian company what is Adani Group, will invest 839.47 billion rupees, that is 10 USD billion, for a semiconductor project in India's western state of Maharashtra. Okay, next point we got, where? In Maharashtra. Note it down, Maharashtra. This project will happen in Maharashtra. The semiconductor chip production unit will be built in Maharashtra only. Under whose cooperation? Tower Semiconductor and Adani Group. Tower Semiconductor is an Israeli company and Adani Group is the Indian company. An MOU has been signed between the Tower Semiconductor, that is Israel's company, and Adani Group, that is Indian company, for making semiconductor chip in India. And in India, where the production unit will be set up in Maharashtra. The production unit will be set up in Maharashtra. How much investment under this? 10 billion US dollar. How much? 10 billion US dollar. To be exact, 839.47 billion rupees. 839.47 billion rupees. Okay, so we should move forward. India has taken steps to encourage global companies to set up their manufacturing units in the country, with Prime Minister Narendra Modi aiming to make the country a chip maker for world despite initial setbacks. So why this sudden urge of making semiconductor chips in India? Can anyone explain? Or any guesses? Okay, so let me clear it. So we will be discussing here some important points regarding semiconductors. Semiconductor. As from the name itself, we get to know that it is used in electronics appliances like mobile phones, laptops, ACs, remote controls, satellites, aeroplanes, you name it, and it has semiconductor chip in itself. Today, in today's era, whatever we use, from needle till aeroplane, major parts of our daily use appliances are included in semiconductor, including semiconductor. Some part of it is made up of semiconductor, or it is using chips in it. Okay, the basic appliances are mobile phones, laptops, ACs, remote control, satellites, aeroplane, TVs, whatever you name it, and it has semiconductor chips in it. What is the semiconductor made of? The basic contents are silicon and germanium. From where it is mined? These are earth metals. Okay, the major reserves are in like 90% of world's silicon and germanium reserves in China. Okay, that's why the Chinese appliances are so cheaper. So China is a leading electronic producing country, and to compete with China, in this domain, India is making some initiatives for production purpose only, not for mining purpose, because India do not have the reserves of silicon and germanium. As I told you before, as I mentioned it before, that 90% of silicon and germanium reserves lies in China only. The total global reserves for semiconductors like silicon and germanium lies in China only. Remaining 5% is in Chile and Brazil, and others are distributed in Vietnam, Indonesia, Philippines region. Okay, so this is the reason India is focusing on this domain, and for production only, for chip production only, not for mining purpose. Okay, that's why since last 2 or 3 years we have all been noticing that in like every magazines or every month's current affairs, we have to go through an initiative regarding semiconductors. Okay, from PLI till Semicon India, product link initiative till Semicon India 2024. Why sudden urge or why sudden boom in the semiconductor industry? Because now India is focusing in production for semiconductor chips in India only, in Indian territories. Okay, clear? What is semiconductor, where it is found, what are semiconductor materials like silicon and germanium, where are these found, what are the applications of semiconductors, and why India is focusing in this era. Okay, in this domain. So where were we? Okay, yeah, we have to go through this. Earlier, last year, the name Foxconn was in news. Anyone heard about it? Foxconn. Foxconn was a company from which India signed an MOU last year for semiconductor production in India, regarding its semiconductor production unit in India. Okay, clear? Now the company Foxconn withdrew. Okay, Foxconn withdrew in July last year from a 19.5 billion semiconductor joint venture with Indian conglomerate Vedanta. Vedanta and Foxconn were the MOU signatories last year for the semiconductor production unit in India, and Foxconn withdrew its participation last year, and plans by ISMC, a venture between Abu Dhabi based Next Orbit Ventures and Tower Semiconductor, to invest 3 billion in India have been stalled. Okay, due to the Foxconn investment, Foxconn and Vedanta cooperation, due to the Foxconn and Vedanta cooperation last year, the Abu Dhabi based company Next Orbit Ventures and Israeli company Tower Semiconductors stalled their investment of 3 billion in India. Okay, because Foxconn was already investing in India. With whose cooperation? Vedanta. Vedanta is an Indian conglomerate. Next, India expects its semiconductor market to be worth of 63 billion by 2026. Okay, from here we get why India is focusing on the semiconductor initiatives, various initiatives for semiconductors like Semicon India, PLI. Semiconductor manufacturing marks the latest foray for billionaire Gautam Adani, whose conglomerate has businesses across ports, power utilities, transmission and coal trading. The 10 billion semiconductor plant in Maharashtra will initially have a capacity of 40,000 wafers, the state's Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis said in a post on X, that is previously known as Twitter. Oh, electric vehicle manufacturer unit set up in state with Skoda Volkswagen investing 150 billion rupees for its plan to produce electric vehicles and hybrids. Toyota Kirloskar will dole out, and Adani Group Tower Semiconductors Skoda did not immediate response to a request for comment from Reuters. Okay. One intake should be noted from here, that Tata Group is also setting up semiconductor units in Assam and Gujarat. Tata Group is also setting up the semiconductor units in where? Assam and Gujarat. Okay, make a note of it. Okay, so here we are moving towards the end of the second topic. Is it visible to you all? Make a note. Make a note of this whole mind map. India is expecting to be the market of semiconductor chips of worth $63 billion by 2026. 63 billion US dollar by 2026. That is why government of India is pushing towards the semiconductor manufacturing in Indian domestic territories. Okay. Next point we will be discussing about Prime Minister's visit to Poland. As we all know that Prime Minister Modi frequently visits some countries. He is a global leader, or we can say that he is an international leader, international Prime Minister. And he visited recently in Poland. Why this Poland is important? क्योंकि वहाँ पर उन्होंने एक पेय पदार्थ, दैट इज अ ड्रिंक, प्रस्तुत करी है पोलैंड पॉलिश लीडर्स को, और वो पेय पदार्थ जाना जाता है फिग जूस के नाम से. ओके, फिग जूस. आई थिंक हिंदी में आप उसको शायद अंजीर कहते हैं, फिग जूस. ओके, सो फ्रॉम दिस विजिट just the fig juice is important. Fig juice, why is it important? Because it is GI tagged juice or drink that is first India's first GI tagged drink. Okay, and from where it belong to? Pune, Maharashtra. Just make a note of it. One more intake from this should be Operation Ganga. Can anyone tell what was this Operation Ganga? What was this Operation Ganga? क्यों ऑपरेशन गंगा क्या था? ऑपरेशन गंगा rescue mission for rescue of Indian residents stranded in Ukraine in the course of Russia-Ukraine war. Okay, and PM Modi acknowledged it in Poland also, because Polish government helped a lot during the Operation Ganga mission of rescue for the Indian residents in stranded in Ukraine during the Russia-Ukraine war. Okay, when it happened in, I think, 2022, February 2022. Okay, so let's move forward. Have you all noted it down? Please make a note of it, and whenever I am saying please make a note, do make a note, please. Is it visible to you all? Now visible? Should we move to the next topic? Okay, let's move to the next topic. Now next topic is Clean River Initiative. Clean River Initiative. Okay. In this initiative, there is a smart laboratory on clean river to be set up. In this initiative, the Clean River Initiative is about setting up of a smart laboratory on clean river. Okay, where? In Varanasi. Varanasi is where? In Uttar Pradesh, UP, Purvanchal, Eastern Uttar Pradesh. In Varanasi, a smart laboratory on clean river is to be set up under the initiative of Clean River, and the cooperative parties for this initiative are India and Denmark. Okay, India and Denmark. The representative of Indian government is IIT BHU. Okay, and this initiative is initially being brought up for which river? If this initiative is about cleaning of the river or setting up of a smart laboratory on clean river, then there should be a river also, right? Which river is it? Just tell. Which river in Varanasi? Can anyone tell? Varanasi, which river? The river name is Varuna. Okay, there is a train called Varuna Express. So the river is Varuna. And by no exploitative means this is totally on the sustainable measures developed under totally strictly on sustainable measures. No exploitative means are used. Then, are you getting it? Class, is the prose being understandable or positive for you all? Your feedback is very much important for us. Please keep giving us your feedback also. Are we able to understand this session or not? What other initiatives should be made? Should we move forward? Class, should we move forward? Okay, so the next topic is Kachathivu Island. Some time back there was a dispute of Kachathivu Island, and the countries were, which were two countries fighting for the Kachathivu Island? The countries were, are you all sleeping or not getting my voice? Please do comment. The countries were India and Sri Lanka. Okay. The Kachathivu Island is the disputed area between India and Sri Lanka, and it lies in Pak Strait. What does Pak Strait do? Pak Strait is a narrow passage which separates Indian landmass from Sri Lanka. Pak Strait is a narrow passage which separates Indian mainland from Sri Lanka. Got it? And in Pak Strait only Kachathivu Island is situated. It is an volcanic island. Kachathivu is an volcanic island. Volcanic island. Okay. Where it is situated? Situated in Pak Strait. In Hindi, Pak Jal Damru Madhya. Pak Jal Sandhi. Where the Pak Jal Sandhi is? This area is known as, this passage is known as Pak Jal Sandhi. Okay. Should we move forward? Have you noted it down? Please note it down. Please make a note of it. Next topic is the favorite topic of Indian citizen right now. Hindu temple in UAE. Hindu temple in UAE. Many of our audience has jumped a foot or two from their seats when I said Hindu temple in UAE. Okay. As I told you earlier that our Prime Minister is a global Prime Minister, international Prime Minister. He is on frequent visits to other countries. In this course, only for 2 days, he was in UAE. And during these 2 days, first he signed an MOU of nuclear civil agreement. Remember, we studied earlier. Class, are you sleeping or what? Are you with me? Okay. On first day, he signed an MOU with UAE government, Abu Dhabi. Signed the MOU regarding the civil nuclear agreement, and on second day he inaugurated a temple in UAE, and the temple name was Bpsc temple. It was first temple in UAE. Okay. Bpsc temple is of Swami Narayan of Vaishnavite sect. वैष्णव संप्रदाय का स्वामी नारायण मंदिर, बैप्स स्वामी नारायण मंदिर का इनॉग्रेशन किया प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने। कहाँ पर? यूएई में। ओके। and this mandir was built by whom? बोचासन वासी अक्षर पुरुषोत्तम संस्था. Make a note of it. The full abbreviation for the BAPS is बोचासन वासी अक्षर पुरुषोत्तम संस्था. The short form for it is BAPS. BAPS Swaminarayan Temple. Full name is बोचासन वासी अक्षर पुरुषोत्तम संस्था स्वामीनारायण मंदिर. Okay. वीर भाई पढ़ लो यार, पढ़ लोगे तो खुद की निशा मिल जाएगी सुलाने के लिए. Okay. So next we will be discussing about the summit, conferences and organizations. The summits, conferences and organizations. Now please be with me for some times. Leave your copy and pen and just listen. The first heading is G20 Summit. G20 Summit 2024. Okay, we will be discussing about the G20 Summit 2024 held in New Delhi in 2023. And which edition was it? 18th. Edition in New Delhi, India. Okay, and 19th September 2023. 19th edition will be held in Brazil. When? In November 2024. Am I clear? You will be given time to make a note for it, okay? So just listen and please look on the board. Okay? The theme for 18th edition was Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. In muta sense, it is called as global family. Global family. The earth is a family. Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. And Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam is borrowed from Maha Upanishad. Maha Upanishad. Okay? It was the Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam was the theme for the 18th edition of G20 summit, which was held in New Delhi. The venue was the Mandapam. Okay, Bharat Mandapam. The venue was in New Delhi. The venue was Bharat Mandapam. In Bharat Mandapam, September 2023, the 18th edition of G20 summit held, and the theme for it was Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. One earth, one family, one future. Okay? Some major declaration of this. Major declarations of this summit was major outcomes. Major outcomes for this 18th edition were major outcomes for this 18th edition were the Delhi Declaration. The Delhi Declaration. The Delhi Declaration. Delhi Declaration for what? Sustainable development, food security, and biofuel alliance. Sustainable development, food security, and biofuel alliance, that is GBA, Global Biofuel Alliance. Global Biofuel Alliance. Okay? And African Union is also added. India advocated for the inclusion of African Union in the G20 grouping. Okay. And African Union has 55 members, 55 member countries. Done. प्रणाम यमराज जी, प्रणाम प्रणाम. Okay. Now we will be discussing some points about the GBA, Global Biofuel Alliance. There were 9 founding countries. Which were India, US, Brazil, Argentina, US, Brazil, Argentina, US, Brazil, Argentina, Bangladesh, Italy, Mauritius, South Africa, and UAE. Okay, these were 9 countries who were the founding countries of Global Biofuel Alliance. The alliance was done between these countries. These 9 countries were India, US, Brazil, Italy, Bangladesh, Mauritius, Argentina, South Africa, and UAE. Done. And one major outcome of this G20 summit was the IMEC, that is Indian Maritime Economic Corridor. Indian Maritime Economic Corridor. Okay. And this Maritime Economic Corridor is also known as Middle East Europe. So in full sense, this IMEC is an abbreviation of Indian Middle East Europe Economic Corridor, or just Indian Middle East Europe Corridor. Indian Middle East Europe Corridor. Okay. Okay. So for this IMEC we have to go to the map of Europe. Okay, we are talking about yeah. So in this corridor there are two ways from which the economic activities are going to happen. First is waterway, that is shipping. Second is railway. Okay. For the waterways, the corridor starts from the Kandla port, from here Maharashtra, Mumbai Jawaharlal Nehru port, Mundra, Kandla and Jawaharlal Nehru ports. Mundra, Kandla and Jawaharlal Nehru. From these ports the route, wait, just wait a sec. Yeah. Just wait a sec. Please have patience. some technicalities which I am unaware of. Okay, got it. Come back now. So we will have to be somewhere around here only. So let's zoom it out for our convenience. Okay, is it visible to you all? So, oh, it is some data. Mundra, Kandla and Jawaharlal Nehru ports. We were talking about this area. From here, the Indian, Middle East, Europe corridor starts and it goes till Abu Dhabi to the UAE, and here Rubel Khali, Jabal Ali, Rubel Khali, not Rubel Khali, Jabal Ali Abu Dhabi port, Jabal Ali port in Abu Dhabi. Okay. Now visible. From these ports to UAE, Jabal Ali, Jabal Ali port, where UAE. Okay, Jabal Ali port. What is this? This is IMEC. Okay, Indian, Middle East, Europe corridor. It will be connecting network of UAE, Saudi Arabia and Jordan. Okay, this rail network, from here a rail network starts. A rail network starts connecting from UAE to Saudi Arabia and Jordan, and then Haifa port of Israel. Okay, is it clear? This is Haifa port. Haifa port. Okay, so from Mundra, Kandla and Jawaharlal Nehru Port that is situated in Maharashtra. Kandla is in Gujarat. Okay. From here to the Jebel Ali port in Abu Dhabi, that is in UAE. Okay, so this passage will be done from, कैसे होगा ये, वाटरवेज, एक जल मार्ग से। जल मार्ग से सबसे पहले जर्नी स्टार्ट होगी जल मार्ग से, जवाहरलाल नेहरू बंदरगाह से जबैल अली बंदरगाह तक जल मार्ग से। फिर जबैल अली पोर्ट से रेल मार्ग स्टार्ट होगा जो कि सऊदी अरेबिया होते हुए, जॉर्डन होते हुए हाइफा पोर्ट तक जाएगा, जो हाइफा पोर्ट कहाँ पर है, इज़राइल में। फिर यहाँ से हाइफा पोर्ट से स्टार्ट होगा हमारा जल मार्ग फिर से पुनः, और ये जल मार्ग जाएगा हमारा ग्रीस के मेडिटेरियन सी होते हुए ग्रीस के प्लेजर पोर्ट तक। द पोर्ट्स नेम इज प्लेजर पोर्ट। प्लेजर पोर्ट इज इन ग्रीस। नाउ वी आर इन यूरोप। So from here we can see that Indian, Middle East, Europe corridor या कोऑपरेशन, ओके, दो फेजेस में होगा। कैसे कैसे, जल मार्ग से और रेल मार्ग से। और जल मार्ग भी दो चरणों में होगा। पहले चरण में जल मार्ग होगा कांडला, मुंद्रा और जवाहरलाल नेहरू पोर्ट से कहाँ तक, अबू धाबी के जबैल अली पोर्ट तक। एक जबैल अली पोर्ट से लेके सऊदी अरब, जॉर्डन होते हुए हाइफा पोर्ट तक। हाइफा पोर्ट कहाँ पर है, हाइफा बंदरगाह। हाइफा बंदरगाह आपका होगा इज़राइल में, जिसका मुंह कहाँ खुलता है, भूमध्य सागर में, विच ओपन्स इन मेडिटेरियन सी। एंड फ्रॉम हाइफा पोर्ट वाया मेडिटेरियन सी, द सेकेंड फेज ऑफ वाटरवेज स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम हाइफा पोर्ट till pleasure port in Greece, and in Greece we reached in Europe. The whole journey of India, Middle East, Europe economic corridor has been done. Okay. So where were we? Waterways. मुंद्रा, कांडला, जवाहरलाल नेहरू पोर्ट। From here till जबैल अली पोर्ट। जबैल अली पोर्ट in Abu Dhabi. And from here starts the rail network. From here starts the rail network. Railways from Abu Dhabi port, then Saudi Arabia, from here to Jordan, and from Jordan to Haifa port. Haifa port is in Israel, and from Haifa port to, then again waterways starts, Haifa port to Pleasure port. Pleasure port is in ग्रीस, यूरोप वाया मेडिटेरियन सी। डन, क्लियर। Are we clear? So let's revise the developments from the beginning. The topic was G20 Summit 2024. 18th summit was done in 2023 September in India, New Delhi. The venue was Bharat Mandapam and the theme was Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. One world, one family, one future. Okay, the Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam was borrowed from Maha Upanishad. Okay, done. The 19th edition will be held in November 2024 and where? In Brazil. Okay, now major outcomes. We were discussing the major outcomes. The major outcomes of G20 Summit 2023. The Delhi Declaration. First topic was Delhi Declaration. It was all about sustainable development, food security and global fuel alliance. Global Biofuel Alliance, GBA. The 9 countries signatories were the India, Bangladesh, Italy, Brazil, Mauritius, US, Argentina, South Africa and UAE. And India advocated for the inclusion of African Union in the G20 grouping. African Union has 57 member countries. Okay, done till here. The next major outcome was IMEC, Indian Maritime Economic Corridor. With maritime we mean that Middle East and Europe Economic Corridor. Okay, there were 2 ways from this corridor's economic activities were to be done. First way was waterways, second was the railways. From waterways there are 2 phases. From first phase, Mundra, Kandla and Jawaharlal Nehru Port in India till Jebel Ali Port in UAE. This route is to be covered in waterways. एक बार फिर से मुंद्रा बंदरगाह, कांडला बंदरगाह और जवाहरलाल नेहरू बंदरगाह जो कि कहाँ पर हैं? भारत में। यहाँ से समुद्री मार्ग स्टार्ट होगा, समुद्री यात्रा स्टार्ट होगी कहाँ तक? जबैल अली बंदरगाह तक जो कि कहाँ पर है? संयुक्त अरब अमीरात में। ओके, फिर यहाँ पे फर्स्ट फेज़ पहला चरण ख़त्म हो जाएगा जल मार्ग का। यहाँ से स्टार्ट होगा रेल मार्ग। रेल मार्ग कनेक्ट करेगा यूएई के जबैल अली पोर्ट से लेके सऊदी अरेबिया को जॉर्डन होते हुए हाइफा से। हाइफा पोर्ट कहाँ पर है? इज़राइल में। फिर हाइफा पोर्ट से सेकंड फेज़ स्टार्ट हो जाएगा वाटरवेज़ का, जो कहाँ तक जाएगा? प्लेजर पोर्ट जो कहाँ पर है? ग्रीस में। ओके, And for specifically UPPCS, there are some facts to be noted. In UP, the summits were done in Agra, Noida, Lucknow, Varanasi, and Lucknow, Varanasi, Agra, and Greater Noida. Done. These 4 places were marked for the G20 meetings in Uttar Pradesh: Agra, Greater Noida, Lucknow, and Varanasi. I hope you all have noted it down, because the time was from where I started revising the point. Okay. Should we move forward? हो आप लोग? Are you guys here with me? नींद आ रही है? कॉफी पीना है? चलिए, okay. Next topic is please write down the next topic. 50th G7 Leaders Summit. 50th G7 Leaders Summit. हिंदी मीडियम के छात्रगण कृपया नोट करें। 50वें G7 शिखर सम्मेलन, 50वां G7 शिखर सम्मेलन, 50वां G7 शिखर सम्मेलन। Noted? Please write down a question. From here we will try to get some questions and answer format, and then I will quickly make a explanation for it, so that दोनों चीज़ें साथ साथ हो जाए, क्वेश्चन आंसर भी हो जाए और उनके साथ साथ एक्सप्लेनेशन भी हो जाए, स्पष्टीकरण भी साथ में दे दिया जाए, जिससे चीज़ों को समझने और उनसे संबंधित किस प्रकार के प्रश्न पूछे जा सकते हैं आगामी परीक्षाओं में, उनका भी यहाँ पर अनावरण हो सके। Regarding the 50th G7 summit 2024, consider the following statements. Okay, consider the following statements. First statement is held in Apulia region, Italy. For हिंदी मीडियम स्टूडेंट्स, इटली के अपुलिया क्षेत्र में संपन्न हुआ। सेकंड स्टेटमेंट, इंडियन फॉरेन मिनिस्टर एस जयशंकर participated as the leader of Indian consulate। भारत के विदेश मंत्री एस जयशंकर ने भारतीय प्रतिमंडल का नेतृत्व किया। करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट्स, सही कथन। वन ओनली, टू ओनली, बोथ, नन। प्लीज मेक सम वाइल्ड गेसेस। तुक्का मारिए, तुक्का, जिससे पता चल सके आप लोग जगह हैं साथ साथ। कोई है? कौनो हो रे? Come on guys. Anybody there? Any wild guesses? Okay. So first we discuss about it, then we will try to answer the question. Okay. First let us know the G7 members. If you have any difficulty in learning the G7 member countries, from today on you will not have any. and that is my promise to you all. Okay, just remember. Just remember the trick. Jig Fab Canada. Okay, this is the trick to remember the G7 members. J stands for, it's very easy. J stands for Japan. I for Italy. G for Germany. F stands for France. A, America. Is it America or Argentina? America. B stands for Britain or UK, and Canada. Please make a note for it. Noted? Okay. So the 50th G7 summit held in Italy, Apulia region. Okay. Indian Prime Minister Modi participated in it. Indian Prime Minister participated in it. Has Italy invited? Italy invited total of 11 countries, including 7 of G7 grouping. Done? Understood? The focus areas were first, Global South. What is a new concept? There is a new concept of Global North and Global South. Does anybody know it? Any idea about it? Global North and Global South. There is an imaginary line that is called the brand line. Brand line separates Global North from Global South. The Global North countries are USA, UK, Australia, New Zealand. These countries are in Global North. Global South. Global North countries are those countries whose economies are counted as developed economies. Okay, and in Global South we put the developing or underdeveloped or least developed economies, that is India. China also puts itself in global south, and all other countries like Pakistan, Bangladesh, African continent. Okay, and there is an imaginary line called as Brent line, which separates global north from global south. So the focus area was, I hope you understood this point. Okay. So the focus area was global south. This was the key agenda. And partnership for global infrastructure and investment projects. Partnership for global infra and investment, that is PGII. And again, IMEC, as we discussed it earlier, so it becomes an important topic for us. Okay, done. So come to the question. Let's get back to the question. The question was, the first statement is saying the 50th G7 Leaders Summit was held in Apulia region, Italy. Is it true or false? It is very true. It was held in Apulia region. It was held in Apulia region of Italy. Indian Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar, participated as the leader of the Indian consulate. It is very much false. We discussed it earlier that PM Modi, and where Modi stands, nobody stands. Okay? Because it was Italy, and Italy is governed by Melanie. So no S. Jaishankar, only Modi. Done. So let's come to the next topic. I hope you have noted it out. Or let me just show you for it sometimes. Let's revise it for a moment. The G7 members were GIGFAB and Canada. GIGFAB for Japan, Italy, Germany, France, America and Britain, and Canada. The 50th G7 summit held in Italy, Apulia region. The representative from India was PM Modi itself. Focus areas were Global South, Partnership for Global Infra and Investment, that is PGII. Third was IMEC. These were the focus areas. Done? Okay, let's move to the next point. Next topic is reports and indices. Regarding reports and indices. What was the heading? Reports and indices. First heading, Henley Passport Index 2024. Henley Passport Index 2024. Just make a scan. Okay, so as we discussed earlier, that from here we will be having an approach of question answer format. So please write down the question or just listen the question. Okay, so first point, first statement, the questions will be of statement and multiple statements type of questions. Okay, and in English format only. So the first statement regarding the Henley Passport Index is with the visa free score of 193, Japan topped the list. Second, with the visa free score of 58, India got the 81st position in the list. So anyone going to answer that question? Make a wild guess, please. Options are one only, two only, both, none. Any wild guesses? Anyone? Okay, so let's have some explanation about this topic. Henley passport. Henley passport index. The report is published by an organization named as Global Citizenship and Advisory firm of Henley and Partners. Okay. In 2024, with the score of 198, am I right? With the score of 195, that is visa free score, and visa free stands for in these number of countries, in 195 number of countries, the citizens can move without any visa. So with the score of visa free score of 195, Singapore topped the list. Okay. Singapore topped the list. With the visa free score of 58, India at 81st position. one point that should be noted is Henley passport index is updated on monthly basis. Okay. प्रत्येक माह अद्यतन अपडेटेड and the score of India represents that in 58 countries we can move visa free without any visa. Okay, so let's come back to the question. With the visa free score of 193, Japan topped the list. Is it true or false? The score of 193 and Japan, score of 195 and Singapore. So this statement is not true. With the visa free score of 58, India got the 81st position in the list. This is true. So the option will be B. 2 only. Done? Okay. So let's move to the next question, next topic. Next topic is Global Gender Gap Report. Global Gender Gap Report 2024 for the year 2024. Write down the question. The question for it is first statement. Report published by UNICEF. Second is Norway topped the list. And the third point is India got 129th position. Options are only one, only 2 and 3, only 3, and D, all. Is the question visible to all of you? Now it should be visible. This is 129. Make some wild guesses, please. Okay, so the explanation. G3 report. Global Gender Gap G3 report. This was the 2024 18th edition, published by World Economic Forum. Published by World Economic Forum. That is WEF. Okay, World Economic Forum. Finland. Top the list. Finland top the list. Finland top the list. Okay, followed by Norway, then third place New Zealand, and fourth is New Zealand, and fourth is Sweden. Okay, India got 129th position with respect to 127th in 2023. Okay, go. Indices used, not indices, determinants of G3 report. There are 4 determinants. That is, first one is economic participation and opportunity. Economic participation and opportunity. Next one is educational attainment. How much education a girl child is having. Educational attainment, girl or boy child attainment, a girl child is having with respect to boy child. Health and survival. Other determinant is health and survival. And the last but not the least, political empowerment. Political empowerment. Any of you remember the Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam? Despite of initiatives like Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam, India is behind its previous score also. Something is very fishy for the girls in the country. So leave it. These are the determinants. So from here, published by World Economic Forum, Finland topped the list, followed by Norway, New Zealand and Sweden respectively. India got 129th rank with respect to 127th in the 2023. There are 4 determinants of global gender gap report. First one is education attainment, second one is economic participation and opportunity, the third one is health and survival, and the fourth but not the least, political empowerment. Okay, so let's come back to the question. The question says, report is published by UNICEF? No. World Economic Forum? Norway top the list? No. Norway second topper. First one was the first? Finland was the topper. India got the 129th position. Very true. So only 3. C option is correct. Done. Should we move to next topic? Okay, let's move to the next topic. Okay, before moving it to the next topic, let's have a break of 10 minutes. Okay, hope you all have enjoyed the break. So let's continue. So we were about to move to the next topic, so let's move to the next topic, that is Global Peace Index. Global Peace Index. Quickly come back. So the question for it is, published by World Economic Forum, Vishwa Arthik Manch, that is WEF. Second statement is Ireland got top position. Ireland topped the index. And third statement is India got 116th position. India got 116th position. Options are only 3, only 2 and 3, C 1 and 2 only, and D all. Okay, got the question? Am I clear? So let's have some basics about the Global Peace Index. That is GPI. Founded by Steve Kilela. Steve Kilelia. Steve Kilelia. An Australian entrepreneur. Steve Kilelia is an Australian entrepreneur. This GPI is released by Institute of Economics and Peace. Institute of Economics and Peace, that is IEP. Got it? The outcomes were the observations of the Global Peace Index were Ireland is the most peaceful country globally. Okay, Ireland is the most peaceful country globally, and it is since 2008. Since 2008. Followed by Austria, New Zealand, and Singapore. Yemen is the least peaceful country. It means it topped the list from the bottom. Least peaceful country. And India got 116th position to India. And 163rd position in 2023. So India has moved upward in the list. Okay, so let's come back to the question again. What was the question? The question was published by World Economic Forum? No, published by IEP, Institute of Economics and Peace. Ireland topped the index. Yes, Ireland topped the index. India got 116th position. Very, very true. So the options will be 2 and 3. Okay, it's not Ireland, it's Iceland. And here also it's not Ireland, it's Iceland. Okay, done. Should we move to the next topic? The next topic is World Press Freedom Index. Note it down. World Press Freedom Index. Next topic is World Press Freedom Index. Write the question. Total of 180 nations included in the list. Next one is Denmark topped the index and India got 159th position. India got 159th position. It's 159th. Okay, options are one and three only, two only, one and two only, both, all. Please continue making the wild guesses so that your participation can be ensured. अगर आप देख रहे हैं और जगे हुए हैं तो कृपया ABCD के बटन को दबाते रहें. जिससे आपकी प्रतिभागिता को सुनिश्चित किया जा सके. और गुरुदेव को लगता रहे कि बच्चे जग रहे हैं. So nocturnals, are you awake or sleeping? Okay, let's move. Some points about the Press Freedom Index. Published by Reporters Without Borders. Okay. It is a French NGO. French NGO. What were the observations of this report? What were the observations of this report? Total of 180 countries included in the list. Top position got Norway topped the list, and followed by Denmark, Sweden, Netherlands and Finland. Denmark, Netherlands, Sweden and Finland. Denmark, Sweden, Netherlands and Finland. List. Iran, topped from the bottom. India at 159th 2024 and India at 161st in 2023. Okay, got it? These were the intakes, or these were the observations of World Press Freedom Index 2024. Who topped? Norway, followed by Denmark, Sweden, Netherlands and Finland. The country which topped from the bottom is Iran. The position of India was 159th in 2024 and 161st in 2023. Okay, so come back to the question. The question says total 180 nations. Very true. Denmark, no. Norway, then Denmark, then Sweden, then Netherlands, and then Finland. India got 159th position. Very true. So 1 and 3. The option is here, 1 and 3 only. Got the point? Done. Should we move? Should we move to the next point? Next topic? Okay, let's move. The next index we will be talking about is World Happiness Index. No, not World Happiness Index. Human Development Index. Human Development Index. Okay, so the question: First statement is the report by World Economic Forum second, India got 134th position in 2022. Got it? Options are 1 only, 2 only, both, and none. So let's move to the basics of the topic. Human Development Index. Published by UNDP, United Nations Development Program. Okay. India got 134th position in 2022. Okay. So let's move to the question. What was the question? The question says report is published by World Economic Forum. No, UNDP. Okay, so this statement is not true. India got 134th position in 2022. Very true. So option no. Option 2 only. Done. So today's last topic will be corruption perception index of 2023. Corruption perception index of 2023. Okay, the question is, "165 nations ranked second, India at 93rd. India at 93rd position." Okay, options are 1 only, 2 only, both, none. Any guesses? Anyone? Okay. The basics about this corruption perception index, CPI. Published by Transparency International. Okay, Transparency International. Total of 180 nations included in the list. Total of 180 countries included in the list. Denmark at top and Turkmenistan and Libya at bottom. Okay, India at 93rd position. These were the observation of Corruption Perception Index 2023. Done? There is one other point. 85th position in last year. Okay, so what was the question? "165 nations"? No, 180. So wrong. India at 93rd position, very true. So B only. Okay. Got it? I hope you have liked the class and approach. So one more important information there, that is, just before going or signing you off, there is a important fact. आगामी परीक्षाओं की दृष्टि से एक महत्वपूर्ण तथ्य सामने आया है, इसको भी नोट डाउन कर लीजिए। सुपर टाइफून यागी, सुपर टाइफून यागी, this topic should be marked with 7 stars. Okay, most important topic, most important fact. Okay, this super typhoon Yagi hit the Southeast Asia. Okay, it is the strongest storm to hit Asia in past 10 years. Done. And the name Yagi was given by Japan, which means goat in Japanese. Countries affected were Philippines and China. Speed was 200 plus kilometer per hour. That's why it is called as super cyclone. Done. Okay, nocturnals, that's it for today. चलिए, शुभरात्रि, शब खैर। इतनी देर तक बने रहने के लिए आप सभी का शुक्रिया। मिलते हैं अगले हफ्ते, सेम टाइम सेम जगह। ओके, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर बीइंग पेशेंट विद मी। Hope you all have enjoyed the class.